Okay guys, I'm gonna warn you, I cannot see. I cannot see. One, I think I have something in my eye. This one. I don't know why that's the one that's open. And then it's so bright, but I can see the pool here. Oh God. And my phone is ringing. Go away. Please don't end this live. Please don't end this live. Okay. So, why you are manifesting what you don't want, like phone calls in the middle of your live. Anyway, okay. So, can't take that off because I'm speaking through it. Okay, we're on this. Okay, why are you manifesting what you don't want? So, if you know anything about manifesting, by this time, I hope you do, that you can manifest whatever you want, right? And it's not like, oh, I want to manifest a purple elephant, like, give it to me. It's not like that. It's like your dreams and desires have been given to you for a reason. So if you're not getting those things, then you don't understand manifesting, and you're not really working at it. Like, there's a point, where we don't understand manifesting. We're not working at it. I hope I'm all in. We're not working at it, and we're getting the things that the world just gives us, right? So I feel like it's my duty to give you guys a good backdrop, and I'm really struggling here. Trying to make sure that everything's okay. Okay, we're good. Oh my gosh, my coach she did a Facebook Live, and it was in her private group, and I wasn't there. I wasn't in this group. But she did I think a full flash. Like, totally fell out of her swimsuit. And, yeah, it was a mess. Anyway, back to this topic. Why you're not getting what you want to manifest. You really have to understand that all your dreams and desires want to come to you, right? Hey Elizabeth, we're just getting started. We're talking about food problems and getting situated. Just making sure everything's good. Okay, why you're not getting what you want. One, you have to understand that you actually get to create what you want. You have to get to that understanding, and I think that takes a long time, honestly, because we are told that we have to take what we get, see how it goes. It depends on this. It depends on things outside of us. And while all that is true, if that's the way you want to live, it can be true, and it has been true for many of us, probably all of us. But if you decide that you want to create something different, you can literally create something different. And you can manifest anything you want. But there are rules around that. You have to know how to manifest. You have to know the rules. One of the rules is it has to be from your soul. It has to be from your heart. It has to be what you truly want. You can't just be like, I want a purple elephant, give it to me now. Why am I not getting it? Yeah, that's not the way it works. The way it works is you have your soul telling you, hey, Elizabeth, you need to find your purpose. Hey, you should be making so much money. You should be able to take care of yourself and have extra. Your soul is going to lead you in the direction that you need to go. And what we need to do is we need to listen to that. And you asked a question that I'm not really going to answer on this live, but like, how do we make time for our soul? I would go back to the post that I did yesterday on my personal page for that. But really, when we know how to manifest and we understand that we actually do get these things and we start to manifest things, then we come to the point where we're getting all these things that we don't want. We're getting all these just things that we don't want, and we're getting frustrated because we're like, we know how to manifest, but why am I not manifesting what I want? And what happens is the universe is showing you why you aren't getting what you want. So you actually have to take an action we usually have to take an action with manifesting. There's a lot of work with manifesting. And if you haven't gotten the 8 steps to manifest, let me know and I'll send that to you. Just type in the comments, please send me the 8 steps to manifest, and I'll send that to you. But the universe will show you why you're not getting what you want. So, say you want, well, the thing that comes to my mind is I wanted a relationship. So I started dating before Marco, obviously. And I just had shitty date after shitty date after shitty date. Who else on here? I can only see one. And so I got all these 1-2 dates, and I was like, why am I getting shitty dates? Like, I've never gotten shitty dates before. And the universe was giving me everything that I didn't want when I was choke holding it, which you're not supposed to do. I was not following the 8 steps, but I was choke holding it. But then the universe was also trying to help me out by showing me, hey, this is why, like, look at this, read the writing on the wall. This is why you're not getting what you want. And I realized, and it took me almost 5 months to realize that the reason I wasn't getting what I wanted was because I didn't want a long-term relationship. So the universe was sending me really short-term relationships, like 1-2 dates, and then it was over, right? And when it was showing me like these really short-term relationships, it's 1 or 2 dates, right? So it was showing me short-term relationships to show me that that's what I needed to take care of. That's what I needed to address. And so then I realized, okay, now I realize that the reason I'm not manifesting Marco is because I have this belief that I don't want to get married. And all the shitty dates, yeah. I had this belief that I didn't want to get married. And if Marco and I are supposed to be together and he's supposed to be my husband, I can't manifest him as a let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, like, with that in mind, I have to be fully in. I have to be fully committed before I do, like, the trial date, let's see how things go. That's not how things work in manifesting. You have to know what you want and be fully committed to that. Obviously, you can't just be like pick a random stranger off the road. The rules apply differently to everybody's different situations, right? Obviously. And this is why it's so hard to, I can't do this. You're going to have to deal with the sunglasses. This is why it's so hard to really dissect what's going on while you're manifesting. What does this mean? Why am I still struggling here and there and all these things? So the universe will show you why you're not getting what you want. Because the universe is helping you out. And it may seem like you're being dumped on. And it may seem like you're going backwards, but just trust the process. Trust that you're supposed to have these things. You're supposed to move forward. You're supposed to take these steps. And here's the thing. if you want something, like you want to manifest a soulmate relationship, and your soul tells you to do something and you're not doing it, that's like you're blocking love. You're blocking love. You just are. So, and it's we can get into how does it what does it feel like? What is this difference between fear and faith, right? How do I know that my soul wants me to take this step? How do I know? Like, that is a lot of private coaching. That is really getting into getting close to your soul, being able to read what you're supposed to do, being able to dissect what's going on with the manifestation stuff. That's all like details, right? And I'm giving you this stuff, but there's so much depth that I just can't cover with, you know, your stuff, the stuff that you're going through. And I do the best I can with it, but it's still, I'm sure you still have questions. But that's okay. So, if you're not getting what you want, it's because the universe is trying to help you out. It's trying to give you all these shitty dates so that you will realize, and it took me 5 months to realize that the reason I was getting these shitty dates was because I had a fear of getting married, and I was supposed to embrace that and say yes to that. So it does take time, especially if you don't know how to read these things. So, why else are you getting? Okay, so the other reason, I have a little bit of notes. The other reason why you're getting what you don't want when you manifest is, so we've already covered 2, right? You don't know really how to manifest, and then 2, the universe is pushing you to do something and you're not doing it. And the other thing is, you're stuck in your old ways. You're stuck in your old stories. And this takes time, because if you're stuck in your old ways, your old stories, you've been talking about it for years and years, it's automatic. And it takes time to break out of that. So there is that element, and that's what I help people do as well. And the last reason I would say, well, not last, but the last reason we're going to cover here is that your desire or your vision isn't strong enough. You have to, when I talk to people, I'm like, what absolutely has to change for you? Have you gotten to your oh fuck this shit moment, and what absolutely has to change? Because if you're not driven to change, if you are not at this point where this is an absolute must, I have to make this happen, then are you going to be really committed to making this happen, right? So are you really committed to what you want? Are you really committed to this vision? Are you really, and maybe, like, I get not knowing what the vision is, right? But with Marco, it came in steps, and I said, like, the first step was in 2017, I was committed to never having the problem again. I was like, I don't know what that looks like, but I'm never gonna have this problem again, right? And then 2019, I manifested him as my future husband. And there was a lot that went on between that. But it was really, the first part of my vision was, I'm never going to have this problem again. That's what I see. And that's what's going to happen, right? And then slowly but surely, more of my vision was given to me. But I did get to that fuck this shit moment. I'm not going to do this. I'm unavailable for this. And that is so, so, so important. You have to get to that point. So, do you have any questions? This is really profound. This is a high level, very deep conversation. That's really what I'm giving you in all of the trainings this month, is stuff that you can listen to over and over again and get so much depth from it. Because there's no way, like, you can really, it's like going to a Tony Robbins event, right? Yeah, you get a lot from it, but there's no way you can actually absorb all that information, even with his awesome techniques, right? It takes time to, and even I've gone to two of his things, and I'm like, what? Wow, okay, I need to go again, because there's so much depth to this kind of thing, right? And it's not like learning a business strategy. It's not like learning the way most relationship things are taught. It's not like reading a book. It's like this stuff, to be able to integrate this stuff in your life, it's very in-depth, complex. Like, I live this stuff. And I do that because it's the only way to do it. But also, it shows my clients that it's possible. Right? It shows my clients what's possible. And I needed to see that for myself. So I have my mentors that I hired and I look up to, because I know I need to see an example of what's possible. So that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow on, I don't know what time. We're going to figure that out tomorrow. Okay, that's it.